Hey, what is going on, y'all? I am back on the river today here in Minnesota, trying to chase down some big fish on another swim bait. Today I brought with me the River to Sea S Waver 168. This is a 6 3/4 inch, 2-piece jointed hard body glide bait. This is in the bone color, and we should find some good fish on this bait. I think it's gonna have some big S action. It is the first time I've ever fished it, so I'm really excited to get it out there. I did also bring my dad. He's visiting from Virginia. Got him out here fishing another River to Sea bait that you've probably heard of called the Whopper Plopper, and hopefully he can catch some fish on that. He's just kind of fishing for smallies, pike, whatever wants to bite it. So I'm going for some big smallmouth. Hopefully that's what we come across today. But I will get this tied on, start slinging around, and let you guys know how it goes. See you guys in a bit. Oh, that was an instant hit. Smallie over there was waiting to ambush that thing. There we go. All right, let's take a look at him. It's pretty good. Healthy smallmouth bass right there. Not super long, but pretty thick and eating good. Fish just came out and ambushed it almost immediately. We'll get the bump out real quick. See what this guy's coming in at. Just over 16.5 inches. We'll get him back. Good solid fish off of that River to Sea S Waver. There he goes. All right, I think the game plan today is gonna be attacking structure, eddies, and shade. That's the things I'm gonna be looking for the most. Oh, I thought I just got bumped right there actually. So things like this has shade and structure, so that's a perfect combination. You know, if I can find an eddy with weeds, that'll be ideal too. Probably gonna have a pretty steady, slow retrieve for the most part. You know, around these structure, I'm gonna kind of let it float in there and hang so these fish can come out and get it. But for the most part, I'll probably have a pretty slow, straight retrieve back to me. And I think we'll get bit that way. This thing's got some pretty good action to it. Really big S turns, as you can see in the water right there. That's just a half a handle turn. You can do some other things like rod tip jerks and pauses, but there's the rod tip right there. And as you can see, I'm just rotating half a handle turn, and you can get it to swim back and forth. So pretty nice bait, pretty good retrieve on it. Been kind of messing around with it today, so still getting used to it, but I think we'll be able to land some big fish on this bait. It's really long profile. Like I said in the intro, it's 6 3/4 inch, but it's a pretty narrow, less intimidating profile maybe for some of these smallies. I had a bunch of smallies on that last glide bait that I fished, that swerve. They just wouldn't commit. They would look at it, size it up, follow it in, but curious about it, but just wouldn't commit. So we'll see if this thing makes a difference, being that more slender, narrower profile. But I do like that bone, almost a chartreuse color, and this little bit of a stained water. So this thing glows and stands out really, really well. So I like the way that it looks in the water. We've got a few more laydowns up here and around the bend back to the main channel. We're gonna pick these apart, see if we find any fish in them, then we'll make our way back out to the main channel and see if we can find some fish. That feels good. That feels good. That's a good smallie. It's a really good smallie. Try to keep him down here. He's gonna want to come up. That's a good fish right there. Oh yeah, that's a tank of a smallie. Come on, come on. He's not ready. There we go. Oh, that is a giant smallie right there on that S waiver. We'll get over here, take a look at him. All right, let's take a look at this beast of a smallie right there. That is a solid fat pig right there. You know the drill. I'm gonna put him back in the net. We're gonna take a look at him on the bump. I also have my scale with me today, so we'll also get a weight on this fish. I was just kind of steady, straight retrieving that glide bait, and he just smacked it. Felt good. Kind of stayed down on me, so I didn't get a great look at him to the very end, but you could tell that was a big fish on the end of that line. So, geez, that is just a thick, wide fish, almost 20 inches. I mean, just a hair short of 20. Take another look at him real quick. I'm gonna put him back so I can get my scale out, but look at that monster of a fish. All right, I am zeroed out right there. Let's grab this fish, put him on the scale and see what he's coming in at. Make sure I close that good. Have a good grip on him. He's coming in at 4.61. That is a good solid fish, almost 5-pounder. Take this off, take one more look at this hog right here. Super, super dark fish too. Get him back in the water right here. That is a giant smallmouth bass. Cool fish, super, super wide body. There he goes. Keep on pedaling down, getting some casts, especially under these laydowns, or excuse me, overhangs. That was a little smallie. Oh, just took a clip at it. That was 2 of them. Weren't giants. Good solid fish, but not giants. Let's see what's under there. They actually came out pretty far, so that's a good sign. Got some good active fish today. Hopefully willing to chase if they can. Get another cast back there. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, was another one came back. Those have got to be the 2. Those had to have been a 2. There's another. There's a third. That was cool. Came back for it. Yeah, these might be some aggressive fish today. That's a good one. Kind of hang out right here. All right, let's take a look at this smallie. Another really chunky, solid fish. Again, not a big smallie, but a good one. It was really cool to see. A couple of them came out. Look at that guy. We'll get him back on his way. There he goes. Let's just get it. at the mouth right there. See if anything's there to ambush it. You have an eddy at the bottom, right next to a creek that for sure should have a fish situation. I'm gonna throw on the outside of that eddy first. Kind of assess the situation there. Then we'll throw right into the meat of it. I got some grass going on, eh? That's not what I want. Alright, let's get a little cast right into it now. Just kind of have this guy cut slow through there. Oh, that was a hard hit. That had to have been a pike. It was a pike. That was a hard little thump right there. Another good little fish. Whew, he was not ready for that. Not a big fan of that net, I don't think. Try to swim off with my bait. Drag him in over here head first, end of the bag. Dang, that was a hard little thump right there he gave. Whew, jumped off. Self-release is the way that I like it with pike. And he's gone. That's alright, tried to grab him. And he sent himself out. I'm sure we'll get another pike like that. It wasn't a monster, it had a thick set of shoulders on him. Hit pretty hard. Would have liked to seen him a little bit better than that, but still, good fish. Alright, so I will probably get asked about my setup, so let's talk about that right now. Today I am throwing a Johnny Morris Carbon Light casting rod. This is a 7/9 heavy moderate, and it is their glide bait rod. I used this with the Swerve and did fantastic. This kind of just been my glide bait rod this year, so now I'm throwing it with that S-Waver by River to Sea. I've got it paired with a Daiwa Tatula 300. This is the 8.1 gear ratio, and I've got 65-pound braid. And then this is probably the most common question that I get asked is, what is your leader setup? This is 50-pound fluorocarbon by Daiwa. And yes, I do have a power swivel connecting my braid to my leader. And then there's also a swivel snap as well. It isn't the prettiest looking thing in the world, but it does me wonders out here. You know, I fish a stretch of river that has big muskie and pike, and I'm just not willing to sacrifice a really expensive lure and then also have a fish go off and swim with that lure in its mouth. So it is a little bit overkill, but it does everything that I need. It takes care of the fish, takes care of my equipment, and it performs pretty well for me. So that is my setup. If you have any other questions, just let me know down in the comments below. Alright, might have a good little spot right here. Start in the shade at the bottom, kind of see what's going on, and then we'll work our way up right there where all that matted junk. Oh, there was a swirl. There's a fish. Is that a pike? Yeah, I think this is a pike. Oh yeah, it's a good pike right there. It's a really good pike right there. He swirled on it. I think he was sitting in that shade under that canopy right there and came out and got it. Looked like he might have T-boned it. I don't know what hook he has in there, but let's get him in there. Take a look at that gator. right, let's take a look at this beefy pike right there. That is a good, solid fish. Nice thick one, a little bit bigger than that other one. Maybe the same length, but really stocky river gator right there. Let's get him back over here so he can keep on growing. There he goes. Oh, there's a good fish. Might have this fish foul hooked by the way he's swimming, not sure though. Feels good though. Don't know if it's a smallie, pike. Just kind of started running a little funky and digging on me. But I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I think I just got this smallie hooked a little funny, but yeah, right on the side of the dome. Let's get him in quickly so I can get that out. They're always so hard to get in there when they swipe at it like that. Alright, we'll take a quick peek of that smallie right there. Good fish. Alright. Alright, he is off. And that might be our last fish of the day. It's getting pretty dark out here. Gotta head back to the ramp to the get out spot. See, my dad is ready to get off the water today. I think I said earlier he caught some smallmouth, he's caught some pike, so he had a decent day out here on the water. But might have another trip planned, so we'll see. He's got a couple more days while he's in town, but I'd love to put him on a big smallie, so that might be the plan next time. Focus a little bit more on his fishing, but all right, y'all, that will do it. See you guys in the next one.